Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand, and right now I am at a restaurant for dinner called Khao, and this is a restaurant that specializes in khao tom, which is rice soup, but they also have a bunch of different seafood dishes, and they especially have fish and shrimp. We got here kind of early just as they have opened, and so it's not very busy yet, but I'm sure in about an hour this place is going to be packed out because this restaurant is quite famous. And so we ordered and they delivered our food with just in a couple of minutes, really fast service, and the food looks fantastic. So our food is all on the table now. We're ready to start digging in for dinner. This one is the classic dish, which is just the khao tom pla. And khao tom is the rice soup, so you can see all that rice down there and the broth. It looks like I can see some black pepper in the broth. And we got the fish with grouper instead of barramundi. You could also get barramundi. And then this is Chinese celery on the top. But I'm gonna just first taste some of the khao tom with the broth. Yeah, that's just very plain and soothing, but a really good broth. It's a little bit salty, a little bit sweet, and I can just taste a very faint like black pepper taste as well. Okay, but what you're supposed to do is take some of this sauce and then put it into a bowl. I'll squeeze this into this little dipping bowl, and that's gonna be the sauce to dip the fish in from the khao tom. Okay, now let me, oh, that is a massive nugget of fish. Get a good dip of that sauce. Oh, that fish, it's so firm. It almost tastes like a chicken breast. Oh, and that is just completely non-fishy whatsoever. Yeah, it really almost tastes like a chicken breast. That's very fresh. And then that sauce is salty. And I think it's the fermented soybeans, so it has a little bit of like a salty, kind of soybean fermented flavor to it. I'm gonna go next with the goong woon because it's starting to get cold already. And oh, as I suspected, there are some jumbo shrimp under here. Oh, look at the size of that thing. Oh man. And there's some pork fat below there for sure. Is that squid or is that pork fat? Oh, garlic. Whole cloves of garlic. Oh, okay, let me just try some of the noodles and then I'm gonna have one of those shrimp. Have a little bit of a black pepper taste to them, and then you can really taste the soy sauce on them as well. If this thing still had its head on, I'm sure it would be like bigger than my hand. This is namjim seafood, which is a seafood sauce, should be lime juice and chilies and garlic. Right, there is absolutely no way to eat this in one bite, so I'm just gonna take a bite off the end of it. Oh, it's so thick. It is such a firm and fresh shrimp. And then that seafood sauce it's actually quite spicy, has a zing to my tongue, and I can really taste the lime juice in there. It's not too sweet, but a really good balance of flavors in that. And yeah, definitely has a little bit of a chili kick to it. Oh. Okay, next up, this one is myam pla kapong, and this is barramundi fish with tom yum. And it does not look very spicy, but it does look loaded with mushrooms and also culantro, which is this sawtooth herb right there. But let me just try that with a mushroom and the broth first. Oh, that is extremely sour, but it's also a little bit on the sweet side. Pretty good, maybe a little bit too sweet, but nice and sour. And I like the flavor of that culantro in there as well, which gives it kind of it's like cilantro, but stronger. Kind of that earthy flavor. Let me get a piece of fish now. Sometimes barramundi can be kind of mushy when you know it's not very fresh, but that is extremely firm. It's not as firm as the grouper, but it is very firm as well. Yeah, that fish is awesome. And the final dish is called nuoc jim ram meat, which is a mixture of different seafood, and I think it's all just boiled. There's squid, there are these same jumbo prawns that are in the goong obunsen, there's fish, and then it's all topped with toasted garlic and Chinese celery. So I think it's only right for me to try a piece of squid first, since I've tried fish and shrimp already here. I'll go in for a squid. And then you gotta dip it in the nam jim seafood again. Just like the fish and the shrimp, the squid is also ridiculously fresh. It's not rubbery at all, but just has that pleasant chewiness to it. And then I tasted all that crispy garlic, which has a toasted flavor to it. And then again with that same dipping sauce, the chilies, the lime juice, probably a little bit of sugar, so it's a little bit sweet to balance off the sourness. But that is excellent. You have to see the size of this piece of squid. That is literally that's bigger than my finger. Way bigger than my finger. Okay, this needs a good dip and a bite taken out of it. I'm gonna have to just rest it in the bowl of sauce. That's only half cooked, and so it's kind of squishy and kind of rubbery, but yeah, you can just really taste that freshness. Oh man, that's good. Okay, as we were leaving, the owner came by and he saw us making a video, so he wanted us to try something that we didn't order, which is their, what is it? Is it mu tod wan or something? Mu wan, it's some kind of fried sweet pork that's supposed to be eaten with the khao tom. And he said this is one of their signature dishes, and he really wanted us to try it. And despite my fullness, he just gave us a little dish, so that's really nice of him. I'm gonna try that. It looks pretty oily, but it does look good. Okay, if you come to this restaurant, you should definitely get that. That tastes like roast pork belly, but extra crispy and with a glaze of salty soy sauce and just a tiny bit of a honey flavor. That is awesome. Everything that we ordered, or pretty much everything they serve here, is kind of on the plain side. And so they cannot cover up the natural flavor of the seafood and also the freshness. And so that's what really shines. It's not like a spicy kind of Thai food, except for the sauce, but just really, really good. I will write about this restaurant on eatingthaifood.com, so go check out eatingthaifood.com, and I'll link the recipe probably somewhere on this video and also in the description box. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, I would love to hear from you, and also subscribe if you have not already subscribed, and I'll see you on the next video.